but I'm breathing still. Broken pieces in my hands, but I'm learning how to heal. I've been walking on the fault lines of my past, careful with the windows I once shattered like glass. Every mistake I made still whispers through the hall, like echoes from a version of me that couldn't stand tall. There are nights I forget the sound of peace, like a song unfinished waiting for release. But even in the quiet I can hear a steady beat, a fragile rhythm pulling me back to my feet. I may be cracked, but the light gets in. Storms left a mark, but I learned from them. If falling is a lesson written in my bones, then getting back up is how I've grown. I'm shattered but still standing, broken but expanding. Every scar a map that guides me through, every breath a chance to break through. I'm shattered but still standing, learning without demanding. If the world turns cold, I'll still hold on. I'm not who I was, but I'm not gone. I used to hide every fracture like a crime, as if imperfection wasn't allowed to shine. But the cracks I feared became the way light poured through, and the hurt I carried slowly turned into truth. I've been quiet in rooms that never heard my name. I've been loud inside when no one ever came. But I'm tired of believing broken means less. Maybe broken just means progress. If hope is fragile, then I'll hold it close. If healing takes time, then let it grow slow. The past is heavy, but I'm lighter than before. Even after breaking, I want more. I'm shattered but still standing, broken but expanding. Every scar a map that guides me through, every breath a chance to break through. I'm still standing, learning without demanding. If the world turns cold, I'll still hold on. I'm shattered but still standing, broken but let me breathe through the cracks. Let me learn from the past. If I fall again, I'll stand again, stronger than the shape I've been. Shattered but still standing, still learning, still expanding. Not whole yet, but still there are voices in the quiet, calling through the dark again, like echoes of the days I've tried to bury, but they live beneath my skin. the static crawling under every breath I take. A million words unspoken like a dam that's bound to break. I'm walking with a heartbeat made of thunder and regret. Every memory of fire I still haven't learned to set. People say to let it go, but they don't feel the weight. They don't know the battles that I fight behind my face. I'm tired of pretending that I'm fine when I'm not. I'm a fuse without a match in a world that's running hot. I'm trying to find the strength to let the truth come out, even when the fear is screaming loud. If I fall apart, let me fall to rise again. I'm done with hiding what I am. Voices beneath my skin, pulling me back to where I've been. I'm breaking through the quiet, I'm standing right no matter where I've been. The pain won't sink me in, I hear the voices, but they won't win. I stitch my heart together with pieces of the past. Every scar a story carved to lead me back. I run from the shadows just to find their mind, but I won't be defined by what I left behind. Let the tension rise like a storm in my veins. I'll face every crack even if it brings pain. If I'm born from the struggle, then the struggle made me strong. I may tremble, but I won't stay gone. I'm tired of waiting for the light to break, so I'll ignite the dawn myself if that's what it takes. If I'm made of broken pieces, I'll turn them into steel. I will scream until I finally fail. Voices beneath my skin, pulling me back to where I've been. I'm breaking through the quiet, I'm standing through the right no matter where I've been. The pain won't sink me in, I hear the voices, but they won't win. Voices beneath my skin, pulling me back to where I've been. I'm breaking through the quiet, I'm standing through the right no matter where I've been. The pain won't sink me in, I hear the voices, but they won't win. They won't win. Tear the walls apart, let me breathe again. Let the noise inside turn to strength within. Voices beneath my skin, I'm learning how to live again. I'm breaking through the quiet, I rise above the riot no matter where I've been. This time I won't give in, I hear the voices, but I still stand. But I still stand. Smoke still hangs where all the whispers burned. Footsteps echo in a place we can't return. Every truth we hid became a quiet war. Now we stand among the ashes on the floor. I remember when the silence felt like safety. We buried every fear like bodies under concrete. Words unspoken grew like thunder in our minds, till the pressure cracked the walls we built inside. You said the damage wasn't meant to last, but the bruises never learned how to fade fast. We hid our battles underneath a fragile peace, pretending broken pieces never used to bleed. But I can hear the heartbeat under rubble like a spark inside the trouble. If I breathe, the embers glow again. If we fall, we rise through what we've been. From the ashes of the silent war, we crawl through what we lost before. Every scar we try to hide, there's united over pain, with promises and light. Never learned to speak before the words turned into knives. I held my voice like a weapon never used, to quiet battles cut deeper than wounds. I'm done pretending empty peace is victory. Silence only amplifies the things we didn't see. Let the ruins teach us what was worth the fight. Some wars are won by learning how to fall at night. I hear the echo of a truth we can't ignore. Every whisper now is stronger than before. If we rise with open scars. If we heal as who we are. From the ashes of the silent war, we crawl through what we lost before. Every scar we tried to hide turns to fire from the inside. We're burning slow but healing more. From the ashes of the silent war. From the ashes of the silent war, we crawl through what we lost before. Every scar we tried to hide turns to fire from the inside. We're burning slow but healing more. From the ashes of the silent war. Let the quiet burn. Let the shadows learn. We survived the storms we never saw. This is how the broken stand and roar. Smoke is fading, but we're breathing more. We are ashes, learning to be fire once more. The room is quiet, but the static never sleeps. Thoughts like broken signals fading where the shadows weep. I trace the outline of a life I can't undo. A thousand little pieces I once thought I knew. Every step I take feels heavy like December rain. Every breath I hold just echoes with a quiet pain. I've tried to speak, but words dissolve like smoke, falling through my fingers like promises I broke. If healing is a river, I'm still learning where it flows. If hope is just a whisper, then I'll follow where it goes. Tell me, is there light beyond this haze? Can I breathe again through yesterday? I'm reaching for a signal through the noise. A fragile heart trying to find its voice. Break through the static, pull me from panic. Even if I'm cracked and fading slow, I just need something to hold. Break through the static, help me stay standing. If I'm lost in the waves, I'll learn to swim. Even broken hearts can mend again. I carry quiet battles nobody ever sees, a silent war that lives beneath my sleeves. Tried to drown the noise, but it grew inside, turned into thunder. No silence could hide. I miss the days when I could breathe without the fear, when the mirror felt like someone who was actually here. But I'm tired of running from the storm that's in my skin. Maybe lightning is just how a new dawn begins. Tell me, is there peace beyond this ache? Can this fragile pulse learn not to break? I'm reaching through the dark into the light. Even if it flickers, I'll hold tight. Break through the static. Break through the static. Break through the static. Break through the static. I hear the static calling out my name, like broken wires in a room of memories. The walls are closing in, but I'm still breathing. Trying to break my ribs, I walk through shadows that I made with my regrets. A battlefield of thoughts I never learned to forgive. I try to scream, but the silence swallowed every word. People talk, but they don't listen, only wanna be heard. I'm fighting ghosts in the corners of my fading mind, searching for the pieces of the peace I couldn't find. Scars on my skin, but the deeper ones nobody sees. Drowning in the quiet like I'm tied beneath the sea. Pressure in my lungs like the truth I never spit. If pain is fuel, then I'm a fire you could never quit. Like it's staring back, asking if I'm just a product of everything I lack. I carry questions like a storm behind my tired eyes. Thunder in my pulse, but it's time for me to rise. Pushed down by the hands of expectation and doubt. They wanna cage the fire, but I'm burning my way out. I'm done being quiet for the sake of fitting in. I'll tear apart the silence till my voice becomes the wind. The truth is heavy, but I wear it like a chain. The rust tastes bitter, but I'm stronger through the pain. I'm bleeding out the memories I didn't ask to keep, but I'd rather face the monsters than remain asleep. Hold on, I'm breaking, but I won't fall down. I've been lost in the noise, but I'm finding my sound. Every scar is a map to the person I became. If tomorrow burns down, I'll still carry the flame. I'm buried under echoes, screaming to be free. Running from the pieces that still live inside of me. But I'll rise from the ashes, I'll breathe through the flame. Even if I break, I will not break the same. I'm buried under echoes, but I hear me now. Lighting in my veins and I won't back down. If I fall to the darkness, I will climb again. I'm stronger than the fear that wears my skin. Hear me now. Buried in my veins and I won't back down. Whispers in the dark turn to thunder in my heart. I am more than what I fear. Every shadow disappears when I fall to the darkness, I'll climb again. And I'll never break the same way again. I hear the echoes fading, and for the first time I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I was a shadow in my own reflection, living quiet in a crowded room. Every heartbeat felt like hesitation, till I learned that silence was a wound. The walls I built were made of memory, brick by brick of everything I couldn't be. I chained my voice to the fear of breaking, but chains were meant for taking off and shaking. I used to fall beneath the pressure of the past, thought every failure was a promise that would last. But I'm done holding back what's left inside. I'd rather fall than never try. If the wave returns, I'll push it harder. If the night grows cold, I'll burn it warmer. The past was heavy, but it's fading fast. This time I won't be owned by what has passed. I'm breaking out of cages made of yesterday, running through the dark like morning on the way. If the echoes try to pull me down again, I'll scream the truth until they end. I'm breaking out of cages made of yesterday. Even if I shake, I'll learn to stand that way. The bones that bend now hold me stronger still. I'm more than who I was, I will. I found power in the voice I kept inside, a spark that turned to fire once it finally touched the sky. I learned the scars were proof I didn't break, but proof of every hit I learned to take. Fear once held me like a shadow on my chest. Now I breathe deeper with the strength that's left. The locks are rusted from the storm inside my veins. I'm done with quiet, I'll break every chain. If the world pushes, I will push it back. No more shrinking underneath the weight I lack. The future calls like thunder in my bones. I'm standing now, I'm not Shadows of the things I lost still echo where I once was. I walked for miles through a past I couldn't change. Carried names of dreams that never learned my name. Photographs in my mind like torn and faded notes. Pages that I turned but never learned to close. Time moves like water through my hands. Moments breaking into sand. I try to gather pieces, hold them close, but fragments slip through like ghosts. If I breathe deep enough, maybe I will feel what's left of us. If I stand where I once fell, maybe I can break this shell. These are
fragments of who I was,
falling like stars into the dark.
every piece of story written in blood and trust.
But I'm learning how to hold my heart. Fragments of who I was, but not the end, just where I start. If the past is broken glass beneath my steps, oh, walk it barefoot to the dawn ahead. I hear the voices of the years behind me speak, not to pull me back but to remind me I'm not weak. The scars I carry are the lessons I survive, marks of every moment that kept me alive. I used to wish for someone else to take my place, but now I see light drawn through every trace. Even broken mirrors can reflect the sky. Even damaged wings can learn to fly. If I breathe through the fear, I might hear the truth that's crystal clear. If I let the past remain the past, I'll build a world that's meant to last. These are
Fragments of who I was,
falling like stars into the dark.
every piece of story written in blood and trust.
But I'm learning how to hold my heart. Fragments of who I was.
These are fragments of who I was,
Falling like stars into the dark.
every piece of story written in blood and trust.
But I'm learning how to hold my heart. Fragments of who I
Let the broken shape me. Let the echoes raise me. Even if I'm made of fragments,
I am whole in who I've become. All the pieces find their place, like constellations in my veins. Fragments of who I was, but not who I